We're back here on ESPN Plus, and here's Natalie Kalibat.
Still battling it out. Longwood can't get to it. And that'll be a double for Emma Ritter, the sophomore from Maryland. We've got a Hokie on base here. Backstrom still battling Virginia Tech in the circle.
It'll be an error that'll go on Longwood. The error is the second of the first of the day, rather, for Longwood. Or waiting for it to post. It is now ruled an error.
There we go. It just came up on the scoreboard, an error.
It'll be a, wait for it to cycle around. There is the error.
Kelsey Bennett right through the hole as Emma Ritter advances to third, and a base hit for Bennett.
Yeah.
Hokies are starting to pick up the pace here, the top of the fourth.
Yeah, Bennett got it right through, pass short, and that was playable for Taylor. Made an effort at it, but just well hit off the bat of Ritter. And
now Dr. Megan Brown, also the coach.
Right.
I know I say doctor, she's also the coach. Steps out to the circle to have a little chat here, as there's one on each corner for Virginia Tech. We're still scoreless through three. We're in the top of the fourth here.
Maddie Federico is going to come in as a pinch runner at first base for Virginia Tech. A little extra speed there at first for Federico. As again, Brown is still talking out there, Nat, next to Backstrom. Of course, no outs going, and back-to-back base hits. Again, not ruled an error on that last play from third. We got the confirmation here in the booth as well, but stringing some hits together here at Tech.
We talked about the depth of that Virginia Tech lineup, the seniors, the graduate students. Here's a freshman. This is Bree Peck behind the plate with two Hokies on each corner. And a steal for Federico. You talked about that speed. We just see it right there.
Yeah, Federico ready to go, and now put him at second and third. Just quick pace.
1-0 here for Bree Peck. High fly ball. That'll be caught by Lauren Taylor for the first out for Virginia Tech. A runner on second and third with one out here in the top of the fourth.
Of course, Federico, after stealing that base, she's now 4 for 4 on the season.
Really good bunt by Jamie Bailey as Emma Ritter slides in to score. And Virginia Tech gets on the board here.
Ritter comes across, and again, bunting for a run. Look at those Hokies. They cracked the scoring. And that's just a, as you said, Natalie, well-placed bunt to bring the runner home from third, and might as well go ahead and utilize small ball here if you're Tech and crack the scoring.
Mackenzie Lauder now behind the plate. South Boston, Virginia native. Still got two Hokies on each corner. 1-0. Pitch to Lauder. And that'll be a ball, so 2-0 now for Lauder.
Of course, you know, here's Tech with one run so far, Natalie. Virginia Tech, they've racked up 68 runs on 90 hits in their first three ACC series.
Lauder will get hit by that one.
Not enough of a hit, I guess, to put her on at first. Would have loaded the bases, maybe deflected a little bit by the bat that time. Caught it just out of the corner of the eye.
Jamie Bailey safe on second with the steal.
Bailey goes to 5 for 5 this season in stolen bases. So again, that's now 2 swipes here in the 4th. The bunt got a run home. And Virginia Tech, whether they use the bunt to bring a run across or go ahead and steal against Backstrom.
Looks like coach is now going out there to have a chat.
Yeah, the whole infield's going to surround Sydney Backstrom here and talk about what to do. You've got a dangerous hitter up here, of course. Well, the entire lineup for Tech is dangerous. You can't just say that about one player in particular, but Mackenzie Lauder. I mean, the count's 3-1. You got runners at second and third. Lauder's shown a propensity this season, as every Hokie in the lineup has, for putting one out. And this Virginia Tech team, Nat, is a team that is a one-swing kind of a team. One pure one, and this is 4-zip.
They are, and Lauder has a handful of home runs so far on the season. She's dangerous. And that'll go way out left for the strike. 3-2 here now to Lauder. See that power there, even though it wasn't in play. And get a taste of that, how much strength she has.
And that's what we're talking about. You just straighten that out a little bit, and that is one hard play to make in left field.
And Lauder will get the walk. 4-2. Now the bases are loaded for the Hokies, as Darby Troll, the graduate student and the lefty, heads behind the plate.
Yeah, now you're in the spot you really don't want to be in if you're Backstrom. Right now, you just have to throw some strikes right here. And this is Troll, who's got a home run this season. Backstrom's really working away. Yeah, she's working Troll away big time here, 2-zip.
Yeah, you can see Federico wanting to come home here. She's hungry. She's like, I want to score. I want to get home. She's on third, of course, and that's the 2-1 pitch to Troll. Ball tipped. Now the 2-2. Hokies have one out, bases loaded. High ball, and that'll be caught by Mason Bazdakis of Longwood. And that'll make it 2 outs for Virginia Tech. And here comes Kelsey Brown, the junior for Virginia Tech, to battle it out with Backstrom.
If you're Bazdakis there, Nat, sorry, but if you're there at second, that's a huge catch. I mean, you get under that and you stare that down. The most important thing, one of the most important things in this inning for Longwood, getting that second out. You can still strand Virginia Tech here if you're Backstrom, if you can deal with Brown.
Yeah, if you can get through that, you can get through this. That is for sure. And this is Morgan Overitis. One count. 2 outs, bases loaded with Hokies. There's Federico on third. Swing and a miss.
That's a good pitch.
Backstrom holding it together there in the circle for Longwood. Pressure does not seem to get to her right now.
Sydney's only got 1 K. She'd love a second.
And swing and another miss. And that'll be another strikeout for Backstrom of Longwood. Hokies score 1. They jump on the board here in the top of the 4th. Virginia Tech leading 1-0. Longwood goes behind the plate after this break. Get social with the Big South. Join the always growing network of Big South fans on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more. You can also follow the conference source for game updates and on-site championship coverage via Twitter at Big South Game Day. Follow, watch, like. You can even share with the Big South Conference. Virginia Tech jumped on the board there in the top of the fourth. They lead 1-0 as Longwood looks to even the score out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Again, can't quite emphasize enough, Natalie, how big that last strikeout was for Backstrom. That was a huge opportunity for Virginia Tech.
She certainly got herself out of a jam. You're looking at Jaden Pone behind the plate, the freshman for Longwood. 0-2 here. Lemley still in the circle for Virginia Tech. She has been fantastic so far in this contest. And here's the 1-2 to Pone.
Pone, who got on first appearance, then was caught stealing.
High ball, and Virginia Tech will get to it. That was Kelsey Brown with the big catch out there. Yeah, we saw Pone had the wheels earlier. That girl can steal.
Yeah, another good catch, too, by Brown and left. And, again, the wind is deceptive because a day like this with some of the cloud cover, a little more cloudy than it was earlier in the day. It hasn't quite burned off, but the flag is really rustling just a little bit. Looks like they're going to talk it over here with Lemley.
Lemley, a freshman pitcher. She's from Forest, Virginia. When we talked to Coach earlier this week, he had nothing but fantastic things to say about her and how she leads the team on and off the circle. And here's Kelsey DeVivi of Longwood behind the plate. Tipped for the 0-1.
Of course, the biggest thing, too, we talked about yesterday with Megan Brown for Longwood and all these road games. They've had games a little bit closer finally on the back end of this trip at USC Upstate, at Charleston Southern, but otherwise just been one long bus ride.
That'll be a strike. 0-2 here. Yes, it's been a long stretch for these women. A lot of traveling.
Yeah, and we even asked Brown about that. Of course, always stories, going on in the bus. Plenty of opportunities for that to happen.
Nice hit there, but that'll be caught by Emma Ritter. Big catch, 2 outs for Longwood. Emma Lemley holding it together in the circle for the Hokies as Kelly Park gets behind the plate for Longwood.
Yeah, and now the wind is blowing right to left, so if anything is going to get out left, this may be an early opportunity for it. Kind of keep an eye on that here with Park. It's not blowing hard, but it's blowing, period.
First time it's really been blowing today.
Right.
I mean, the wind speed has been slim to none.
And again,
really great conditions.
Yeah, no, it's great, especially considering tomorrow's game against Chapel Hill for Longwood's already been canceled. It's going to be a downpour here tomorrow, but yeah, we're good today.
2-0 pitch to Park, and you can kind of see how this ballpark, it's almost in a little bit of a valley, so it might protect from some of the wind a little bit.
What a shot. Valleys in Virginia.
Gotta love it, yes.
Right, up and down the road going home.
Swing and a miss for the first strike. 2-1. Two outs for Longwood. Park battling with Lemley.
And again, you know, all the talks about Keely Richard, and for obvious reasons, but look what Emma Limley's done. I mean, we mentioned the 9 strikeouts she had against North Carolina over the weekend, but struck out 16 against Syracuse, 10 against Clemson, even had 16 Ks against Wisconsin, almost got double digits against Evansville, 9 Ks. Wow.
Lemley holding it together, and here's the 3-2 to Park.
Big spot here. You know, we saw that huge strikeout from Backstrom. Limley, it would be an equally big strikeout right here.
Lemley gets herself out of the jam with another strikeout. Virginia Tech leading 1-0 through 4. We'll be back with more right after this. Standing room only on the hill here at Lancer Field. It is packed here. I'm Natalie Kalibat alongside Corey Hodges. And Corey, not a single seat open. Perfect weather. 2 in-state rivals, Longwood, Virginia Tech facing off. Can't get much better than this.
You got to go to the hill to find a seat. Go figure.
Virginia Tech leading 1-0. Big hit to start, and it bounces off the fence. And that's Cameron Fagan gets a triple out of the deal.
We're going to wait to see if that's a true triple, or are they going to put an error out there in center on Pone. We'll wait, because it went off of Pone's glove. She was already back to the Longwood typography on the outfield wall. She got to it, almost got it clean, then it came out. So is that going to be just a double for Fagan and then the extra base on the error, or will it be a true triple? No error posted yet. Looks like it's going to be a clean hit, Nat.
Looks like a clean hit.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying with the potential error. It looks like
it's a triple.
They're ruling it a triple.
Yeah.
Big hit for Fagan to start off the top of the 5th. Backstrom in the circle for Longwood. 2 strikeouts so far. Alexa Milius behind the plate for Virginia Tech.
And that triple adds to the ranking for Virginia Tech coming in, Natalie. 6th in triples per game for Virginia Tech entering this Tuesday, and they get another there as Fagan grabbed all 3.
Incredible. One thing I've noticed about Virginia Tech so far today is their speed.
Yes.
Their base running is fantastic. Alexa Milius behind the plate. 1-2 count. No outs. Cameron Fagan on third. Milius connects, but that'll be an out. Catch by Sydney Jacobson on first, the senior for Longwood, and that'll be 1 out for the Hokies.
Yeah, it was a good play there for Bastikas at second. She went ahead and looked over to third and Fagan. And again, like you mentioned, Natalie, the speed of a lot of Hokies, Fagan's one of them, look her back and then get that easy out at first.
A lot of power, but that one was just outside the line. That's Emma Ritter behind the plate, sophomore, Maryland native for Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Ritter, 5-tool player. Can do anything she wants. She's having some better at-bats this season as well. You can see it in the average.
Versatile player, that's for sure. Cameron Fagan patiently awaiting a hit here. She's on third. That'll go right through Emma Ritter with a base hit to bring home Cameron Fagan, and the Hokies make it 2-0.
Yeah, nice productive base hit that time to get it through. 2-zip Virginia Tech, and you just got to put it over those 2 gloves at short and third and get it down and get another Hokie in. And piece by piece here it seems to be going for Virginia Tech in game 1.
Virginia Tech knows they're playing too, right? So they're trying to ease into the afternoon. It's going to be a long one. So bear with us. Thanks for joining us wherever you are and where you're tuning in from. That'll be a stolen base.
Yes, so Ritter not only gets the RBI, then swipes one.
Talked about that speed. They've been fantastic with stealing. Emma Ritter on second. Kelsey Bennett battling Backstrom, the 2-0. High hit ball, and that'll fall right into the glove of Lauren Taylor for the second out.
Yeah, everyone for Longwood, at least at either the corners or at short there with Taylor, they've had plenty of time to look them in. Sometimes that makes things a little bit more difficult. The longer you have to stare one down and look it into the glove, as the expression goes, sometimes that'll cause things to get jumbled a bit. When the lights come on later, we may see more of that. But so far, the long stare hasn't affected them.
Bree Peck, the freshman. Ball gets tipped. Go for the strike. So the 0-1 here, 2 outs.
And we got so many great things yesterday when talking to Virginia Tech. Yeah, they're going to roll that one foul.
That'll be a foul, so Bree Peck will run back to continue her fight behind the plate. 0-2 here, 2 outs.
But probably one of the best quotes, though, came from Pete Demore talking about Peck. Certain times when she goes on the field, she's the best player out there.
That is,
I mean, come on.
You can't get much better than that.
I know.
If your coach is saying that about you.
I mean, Peck's numbers, of course, like a lot of Hokies, are indicative of what Demore has talked about. But as a freshman, she just doesn't look the part. She looks much more experienced.
Close. Here's the 2-2.
Yeah, it's good hustle there for
Emma
Ritter
Ritter,
to get back.
Swing and a miss, and Backstrom again.
Whew.
Like deja vu, gets herself out of a jam. Virginia Tech still leading 2-0. Longwood up to bat next. We'll be back right after this. This Big South broadcast is brought to you in part by Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength. Visit HerculesTires.com. Ingalls, low prices. Love the savings. Sunbelt Rentals. We have equipment for that. And First Citizens Bank. Forever first. Natalie Kalibat alongside Corey Hodges. 73 degrees and softball. Beautiful conditions. Sunglass weather. Not a breeze. The flag is still as can be. Emma Lemley in the circle for Virginia Tech. She has been fantastic. 7 strikeouts through 4 innings. Virginia Tech leading 2-0 as Longwood is battling it out here in the bottom of the 5th.
I got to say here, Natalie, this is much closer than probably some might have expected when we started game 1 of this doubleheader. Longwood's hanging right in there with Virginia Tech. It's only a 2-run game. I mean, you know, you keep this where it is. Granted, anything can happen, 6 and 7. Virginia Tech, the kind of team that can turn any game in their favor at a moment's notice. But if you just hang in there, keep this a 1-run, 2-run game, anything can happen for Longwood.
We've seen how well Backstrom has done in the circle.
Right.
Getting out of those jams, holding it together. It has been very impressive how Longwood has prevented Virginia Tech from becoming even more dangerous so far this afternoon.
I mean, also, too, you know, you're going against Emma Lemley, who was the ACC Pitcher of the Week back on March the 9th. You know, she's had a couple accolades there, and, of course, her national numbers. You know what she's bringing to the circle. If anything, you caught a break here in game 1 not to have to face Keely Richard.
That's a good point. Swing and a miss for Longwood. And coming to the plate will be Coriana Anderson, the junior from California, quite a ways from home.
That was a moment ago. That was strikeout number 8 for Emma Lemley. Remember, her season high, we mentioned it earlier, is 16, so she's halfway to that.
She has been so good.
And again, you talk about two pitchers who can go the distance as well. And Sydney Backstrom, already 12 complete games this season. There's Emma Limley with 4 of them. And so these are two pitchers who are used to going the full 7. There's been a couple run rule games tossed in there for Virginia Tech, and now down in the hole here for Anderson, 0-2.
Swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts for Lemley. Anderson couldn't handle the fire.
Yeah.
Lemley almost getting stronger as this game goes on.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like with Lemley. First of all, the second to last pitch moved inside. Anderson swung at it, almost trying to defend it. And then the next time, Lemley went ahead and got the rise pitch to work and got her up top for K number 9.
Here's Mason Basticus. Powhatan, Virginia native, a senior, one of the veteran leaders for Longwood. 0-1 here.
You're in big trouble right now. Lemley she's locked and loaded. She's in a groove.
2 outs for Longwood. 0-2 here. The position that Lemley wants to be in. Basticus has her work cut out for her to get out of this jam.
She's trying to strike out the side here, Nat.
She will. She does it again. Lemley continues to throw the heat for Virginia Tech as the Hokies lead 2-0 through 5. We'll be right back. It's 5-0 Hokies through 2 here at Lancer Field. That's Coriana Anderson in the circle for Longwood. Really nice hit right along the third base line by the Hokie Emma Ritter, who is having a second fantastic game. She's getting better as the day goes on. These women all played a game earlier this afternoon, and it's like they just keep getting better with time.
Amazing. That one right down the left field foul line, almost painting it. And Ritter comes up big again. She's 2 for 2 with a shot down the line.
Almost bumping the third base bag, just so close. Ball's in play. Ritter on second.
I think the biggest thing here for Kanagawa inside the circle is just try to be careful. Gave up the triple, now a stolen base.
And here's Jamie Bailey. We saw what she did earlier in game 1, capping off that 5-0 win with a 3 RBI triple in the 7th. Last one goes high. Should be good for a catch. And that'll be the first out. Ritter on second. Lauren Fox with the catch in center for Longwood. Morgan Overitis almost mirrors that same hit. High ball caught by Lauren Taylor, the shortstop for Longwood. 2 outs here. Hokies leading 5-0. Ritter on second. Oh, 1 here for Mackenzie Lauder. Lauder reaches for it, gets the strike. Here's the 0-2, 2 outs.
Time here for Kanagawa. Try to take care of things. Keep this 5-0.
Swear, I saw Ritter do that same thing earlier in the first game.
Yeah.
She gets far from the bag, but she gets back just in time to not get the out. Pops it up high. That'll be right into the hands of Taylor. And the Hokies don't score in the top of the third. We'll see what Longwood can do here in the bottom of the third. We'll be back in just a bit, taking a quick break. 2 strikeouts for Virginia Tech's pitcher Ivy Rosenberry through the first 2 innings. Virginia Tech leading 5-0. Longwood heads to the plate here in the bottom of the third. Sydney Jacobson, the senior, behind the plate for the Lancers. 1-0 count. Rosenberry will get the strike on that one, so it's 1-1 now. Swing and a miss. Second strike. So 1-2 count here for Jacobson. I'll be tipped for a foul. 2-2.
Of course, Longwood, Natalie, they were really preparing for this doubleheader, of course, looking at film as of, 1:30 yesterday, still working on things late, prepping for Tech, what they thought would be a Chapel Hill game tomorrow, but that one's already been canceled.
Strike 3, and that'll be the first out. Lauren Taylor, the shortstop, sets up here. Yeah, no rain, no bad weather in the forecast today. No wind in sight. The flag is still as a statue. But yes, tomorrow's game has been washed out due to the inclement weather coming into the area. And that'll be a strike, 0-1 count for Taylor.
Those fans just keep on filling left field. I mean, they're strung out along the crest of the center field hill, goes over to right field as well.
Packed house here at Lancer Field. 1-1 count for Taylor. Her coach, Dr. Megan Brown, saying her speed on offense and defense. She's dynamic at the plate. She can bunt for a hit, then hit for a home run. So versatile player. She can do it all. She can execute on offense, defense. No matter where she needs to be put, she can do it. 2-1 count for Taylor.
And even Brown yesterday talking to us, Nat, about Virginia Tech, had to ask her the obvious question, what have you seen on them? Pretty easy to see stuff about Tech. They're everywhere, whether it's in national polls or highlights, whatever. But obviously an explosive offense, very much a team that you cannot let them shake loose. And they were able to shake loose a little bit there in the second with those 5 runs. But got to take care of the ball, shut the rallies down. In a way, Longwood did that, although giving up that 2-run home run was kind of the extra nail that Longwood was trying to avoid. But take care of each hitter one at a time, try to string some hits together. Maybe Taylor can start something here.
High flying ball from Lauren Taylor. That'll float gracefully into the hands of Morgan Overitis there in right. As you were talking about the ranking and the season that Virginia Tech has had, facing a team like that just has to elevate whoever they're playing.
Sure.
Got to put the pressure on and play to your fullest potential if you're facing a team like Virginia Tech. Here's Lauren Fox for Longwood. First pitch is a strike.
Yeah, that's probably the other reason as well that you schedule a Virginia Tech. Then you schedule a Chapel Hill right afterwards. And, of course, that one will not be played tomorrow. But you want to see some ACC competition, some midweek games. Test yourself against the best.
Bunt here. Rosenberry blasts it to first. To Addie Green for the out. Virginia Tech wiggles their way out of a jam here. They're still leading 5-0 after 4. For the best in Big South coverage, visit BigSouthSports.com. Stay current with the latest news, results, stats, standings, and much more. Enjoy video features showcasing remarkable student athletes or connect to school sites or social media outlets, all from one place. Remember, the source for all your conference information is BigSouthSports.com. Virginia Tech leading 5-0 as we head into the top of the 4th here. Kanagawa for Longwood still battling it out in the circle. She's facing Darby Troll of Virginia Tech. One-two count here for Troll.
Troll's 1 for 2, 2 driven in, a double. One of the productive top 4 for Virginia Tech. Troll, Green, Slaw, Peck all have 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 8 hits.
High ball, not caught by Jaden Pone, so Troll safely lands to third.
Wow.
A triple for Darby Troll.
They're going to rule that an error, so Troll may get the double and then the extra base on the error, but she's at third regardless. Just got it out to left, and then the trouble was there in left field, just out of the glove. Made a good play at it. The error will go on Longwood left fielder Pone.
Jaden Pone, yeah, I see the error is now up on the board.
So that'll be a reach on an error for Troll.
Where she placed that ball, that was tough to get to.
Yeah.
Beautiful hit by Addie Green. She'll slide into second safe. And Darby Troll adds another to the board. Virginia Tech goes up now 6-0.
Yeah, 6-zip. I mean, that's a clean double. Put out there well by Green. And now you got to deal with the home run hitter, Meredith Slaw. And here's Virginia Tech, 2 runs away from possibly getting this into run rule territory that would take effect after 5 full, of course, since Longwood is the home team. So we're playing 5 full regardless, but Kanagawa is going to extend her stay here in the circle, Nat.
Yeah, we talked about that. The speed Virginia Tech has, the ball placement. And there she is, Addie Green, who just hit that double. Scoring Troll. Here's Meredith Slaw, the home run hitter from not too long ago.
Yeah.
We'll see if she can bring some of that power here in the top of the 4th. 1-0 count for Slaw.
And you're going through this part of the order to where you have to deal with a Slaw, Green, a Peck, behind. And again, hard-hitting freshman in the form of Peck. His Tech lineup does not give you a break ever.
High ball caught by Taylor for the first out of the inning. Addie Green still on second. We saw Slaw with that home run earlier to get the excitement going for the Hokies.
Really, you're seeing Troll, who got to third on an error by Pone, and then Green got a single fielding error in right, got her to second. So really, Virginia Tech, they've added a run here in the fourth, and they've done so on an error, and then that trip to second for Green also on a bit of a miscue for Longwood.
Here's Maddie Roundtree. One-0 count. One out for Virginia Tech.
Roundtree this season batting .200, a base hit in 5 plate appearances.
One count, one out.
Roundtree is going to come in for Bree Peck, so in one way you get a break. You don't have to deal with Peck another time around, but Roundtree, like everyone else for Virginia Tech, very capable, regardless of whether they're pinch hitting or starting.
Yeah, whoever steps up to that plate has a fair chance. But yeah, it's got to provide some relief for Kanagawa that she won't be seeing Peck this time around. Maddie Roundtree battling it out with Kanagawa. 1-2 count. High pitch for the ball. 2-2 now. Roundtree not showing any signs of slowing down here. Two.
Really, your big goal right here is just to move along Green at second, looking for that 7th run.
Full count here for Roundtree. Addie Green on second.
But what you've done in essence here is now load the count. You could have runners on at first and second, still 2 outs to get.
She'll get hit and she gets the walk. So 2 on for the Hokies. Addie Green and Maddie Roundtree. Looks like Bree Peck will be pinch running for Roundtree. There she is, Bree Peck, number 88 on first. That'll bring up Kelsey Bennett.
Yeah, Peck's yet to steal a base this season, not in a base stealing situation. Just want to utilize her out there as a pinch runner and give her a chance to move from first. Now I got to deal here with Kelsey Bennett. Just doesn't stop with Tech. Bennett's 0 for 2, though. Bennett's 0 for 2. I'm trying to stop a Schneid here.
Bennett is 0 for 2. 0-1 count, 1 out, 2 Hokies on. finally got dark enough for you to take your sunglasses off.
Yeah, exactly.
Such nice weather all day today. Perfect softball weather. 0-2 count.
Right at about sunset here, about 5-6 minutes away from official sunset. From one corrective lens to another.
Ball tipped. That'll be 1-2 for Kelsey Bennett. One out. Kanagawa hoping to make it 2 outs. Keeping things together in the circle. That'll be a 1-2 for Bennett.
Kelsey Bennett had 2 base hits in game 1 to extend a hitting streak to now 5 straight. Bennett, though, looking to extend the streak here in game 2 to 6.
Looked like a quick chat here between Kanagawa and the catcher.
There was maybe one negative to take away from game 1 and Virginia Tech's 5-0 win over Longwood. It was that Kelsey Brown's 5-game hitting streak was broken as Brown went 0 for 3 in game 1, but that was about the only sour spot in that one.
1-2 here for Bennett. Ball goes wide, 2-2, 1 out. Bennett continuing to battle.
This is where if you're Kanagawa, you're working right now.
Full count for Bennett. Two on. Addie Green and Bree Peck. That'll go high and bounce right into the fence. Addie Green with speed slides right into home. Virginia Tech leads 7-0 with Bree Peck on third. And of course, the hitter, number 8, Kelsey Bennett, on second.
Ritter scores, Green scores, and the lead runs to 7-0 here for Virginia Tech. And just another one put in the right spot, trouble in right for DeVivi. Mainly that she just couldn't quite get back to it in time. That's how well hit it was. Not enough to get out, but you don't really need it there when you can bring the 2 runs around that you were looking for.
Yeah, that was a really, really tough ball to get to if you're out there and right. Just hit right off the fence, bounced in. You're scrambling back there.
Sure. Yeah,
your heart's racing. You're trying to launch the ball back to try and get an out. These Hokies, they have so much speed. Sometimes it's hard when it's such a quick reaction.
Exactly.
Where to throw it to, who to get out, all those reads.
And now, you just gave up those 2 runs on the double, and now you're tangling here with Ritter and a run away from getting into run rule possibilities in the 5th.
Gorgeous shot right over Lauren Taylor. Bree Peck scores. And a slide into home for Rachel Castine. Phenomenal hit by Emma Ritter. And the Hokies go up 9-0.
Yeah, 2 more, and that's going to induce a pitching change here for Longwood. They'll make it quick here, too. As the Lancers are bringing Newtill. So already a run better over the run rule.
going to take a quick break. We'll be back here. Corey Hodges, Natalie Kalibat on ESPN+. See you in a bit. Jersey Newtill, new pitcher in for the Longwood Lancers. After an explosive top of the fourth that we're currently in, Virginia Tech scoring 4 runs. Jamie Bailey at the plate. 1-0 count. That'll be a strike for Nattel. 1-1 now, 2 outs.
And again, Bailey, changing game one on one swing, and here's Virginia Tech up very comfortably 9-0.
What was about to be a big play, that's a really hard play to make. Coriana Anderson on third to Jacobson on first. Trading catches back and forth. But Emma Ritter wiggles her way to third. So 2 outs, 1 on. And here's Morgan Overitis for Virginia Tech. 1-0 count. High pitch was able to be contained. It's a good catch there to secure the ball. .30 count, 2 outs. Emma Ritter on third. Quick meeting in the circle. So if you're Longwood right now, Corey, what is your plan of action here? You're down 9-0, top of the fourth. Still a lot of action to be played.
I think probably the biggest thing right now is obviously everyone knows the run rule. As you see Coach Megan Brown out there just getting everything squared away, and Newtill will continue on. But you're down 9-0. Tech with 2 outs on the board. This gets to 10-0, 11-0. You're probably not able to avoid another run rule decision in favor of Virginia Tech. But I think right now you just need to try to keep things exactly where they are. I know it's 9-0, but keep it where it is and try to get 2 runs in the bottom of the fourth. Make this just a 7-run game. I think if you can force 7 innings out of Tech tonight, you've won in a sense.
That run rule that Corey's alluding to, 8-run lead after 5 innings. Virginia Tech leading 9-0.
That's where you kind of have to dig down a little bit. And, of course, being an athlete yourself, Natalie, you know how it is. You come up with something in your mind to think, okay, if I can't accomplish the ultimate goal, which is to win, can I make Tech hang around here for an extra couple innings? Can I make them – you're really almost looking for, can we frustrate Virginia Tech here down the stretch? If you're in the dugout right now for Longwood, I think that's probably what you have to be thinking. You have to get a little bit of a chip on your shoulder to say, okay, we're down 9-0, but I'm not going to let you get back on the bus to Blacksburg earlier than 7 full. So how do you do that? Well, you got to keep this under 8 runs. If this is still 9-0 once we get home 5th and it stays there, even if Longwood gets an extra run, it doesn't matter. The game's run ruled, and Virginia Tech's had enough of those this season. Can Longwood keep them here for an extra couple innings?
That's a good mentality, and I'm sure that's the one that Longwood has. As you mentioned, Virginia Tech is no stranger to that mercy rule. They've had several so far this season. We've got the 1-2 count for Mackenzie Lauder. Hokie on each corner. Wild pitch will advance Morgan Overitis to second. So you've got Emma Ritter on third, Overitis on second. Lauder at the plate. Full count, 2 outs.
One voice that you cannot miss out there is Chip Grubb. He's probably been picked up a number of times tonight. Just listen for the loudest voice. If this is a walk or if this is a big hit, the loudest voice you'll hear will be his.
Clutch catch in the circle to get herself out of the jam. That was Jersey Natal getting thrown in here in this inning to stop the bleeding. Virginia Tech leading 9-0 as we will head into the bottom of the fourth. We'll be back in just a minute. 3 strikeouts for that lady right there. Ivy Rosenberry through 3. Virginia Tech leading 9-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Jaden Pone for Longwood, the freshman, will lead things off for the Lancers. One-0 count.
Here's the crazy thing about all this too, Natalie, is that you're looking at Ivy Rosenberry, who's firmly third behind Richard and Limley. And here's Rosenberry, no hitting Longwood right now, no runs given up. She's doing just as well as Emma Limley did, except for the fact that Limley obviously, wrapped up game 1, double-digit strikeouts and wound up K-ing out 13. But otherwise, Rosenberry has kept it as clean as Limley did, and this is not even one of your top 2 aces in the circle. So how scary is that for Virginia Tech? Look what Rosenberry's doing.
That is scary, and the freshman Pone takes a crack at it, but gets out. For Longwood's first out in this inning. And here's Kaylee DeVivi.
Again, biggest thing right here, try to get on base, try to score a run, and give that as your goal to shoot for.
If you're Longwood, you want to prevent that mercy rule. That's
right.
8-run lead after 5. Virginia Tech is up 9-0.
But, of course, what's extra scary about all that is the fact that 3 of the most recent run rule wins for Virginia Tech came against at least 2 of them against ACC opponents. They run ruled Chapel Hill twice over the weekend. I know Chapel Hill is not in the upper third of the ACC standings right now, but still, that's an ACC opponent that they run ruled twice in Blacksburg over the weekend. They're trying here to run rule in 3 of their last 4 games. 5 games,
That is
actually.
quite the stat.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss for DeVivi, and that'll be a 2-1 count. 1 out for Longwood. DeVivi, the lefty, a utility player, versatile player for the Lancers. 3-1.
Ryan DeMore for Virginia Tech even told us yesterday, are our pitchers, are they going after hitters? I would say that they have been in games 1 and 2, even though that's a walk.
DeVivi will get the walk. So 1 Lancer on. Mason Bastikas comes to the plate.
Bastikas is 0 for 1, grounded out first time up. But again, that's what DeMore talked to us about. And if we get behind an account, which hasn't happened a whole lot here so far today, we may accidentally groove something down the middle and give up something big. Well, of course, Longwood, if they're not able to post a run, it would be a doubleheader sweep and a shutout in both games, as Tech has really never been in a true tough spot, with the exception maybe of the first 2-3 innings of game 1, in which this was still scoreless.
And it looks like DeVivi will try and steal, and she gets it.
Yeah, it's good work there for DeVivi to swipe one. There you go right there, Nat. You're in scoring position. You've got 2 outs to play with. Try to produce here if you're Bastica. She's got Wayland, Guess behind her. At least those are the ones scheduled, I assume. That's your runner right there. That can make this an 8-run game. It still would be run ruled, but there's your opportunity to get one back.
Longwood is right where they want to be. That'll be caught and chucked to first. Jamie Bailey on, or excuse me, that's Keely Richard on first. Will get the out. But DeVivi is in scoring position on third with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Alexis Wayland for Longwood. Two outs here. DeVivi in scoring position. Alexis Wayland at the plate. Two-oh count. That'll make it 3-0.
Got an opportunity here to walk if you're Wayland. Maybe put him at the corners. Give some room here for Guest to do something with.
Pressure's on for Rosenberry here to keep things together.
About the only time tonight it's been.
Ball tipped for the strike, so a 3-1 count.
But still, you know, this is what we're talking about. You know, you're making Rosenberry work. She's got to pay attention to the runner. Not necessarily at third. It's not as if she's at second in a position to steal, but you've got to keep at least a watchful side eye on that, if nothing else. And it's just a spot here for Wayland. You know, the last thing, well, maybe not the last thing you want to have happen, but you'd like to not be shut out in both games. Just getting one run across would be a little bit of a moral victory here for Longwood.
Gets hit by the ball, so Wayland advances to first. So now we've got Lancers on both corners, 2 outs. And here's Sydney Guess for Longwood. A base hit would be what she needs to break the scoring silence for Longwood.
So obviously, you know, you see what's happened here. You know, DeVivi walked, has gotten her way around to third after a steal. And then, of course, the ground out of Bastica. She moved along to third. Wayland just walked at the corners. Count starts off 1-0 here to Guess.
High ball, but caught by the Hokies. A clutch catch. That was Emma Ritter back there who got the big out, and we'll be back with more at the top of the 5th in just a bit.